What's good, my beautiful kings and queens? It's Wini, your favorite British locked YouTuber. If this is the first time you're watching a video of mine, welcome to this channel. I do a locks, chit chat, travel and beauty videos on here. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you're notified every single time I upload. If you're an oldie and you've come back to watch this face of mine, thank you so much for the continuous support. I hope everybody's doing amazingly well. I feel like I haven't been here on a while. I haven't been here in a while. I think it's probably been a week and a bit. The reason for that, I will get into that in a follow-up video. However, as you can see by today's title, I'm gonna be doing a video that has been requested by some of you via YouTube and Instagram. A lot of you have said that you want for me to start doing more beauty and skincare videos, so I'm going to do just that. Before I get into that, let me just tell you guys though, if you're looking for like over dramatic looks, or you're looking for like looks that involves lashes and stuff like that, I'm not that kind of person. I love skincare, I do like makeup. However, the majority of my beats tend to be quite subtle, because I feel like subtle looks just work with the face that I have. So let's get straight into it. First things first, before I came on camera, I moisturized. So I use Revolution's Hyaluronic 2% Acid. Looks like this. And then I followed that up with La Roche-Posay's 50 Plus Invisible SPF. Listen, don't get it twisted. If you're black, brown, whatever, you do need SPF. Even during the winter, SPF protects your skin from sun rays. And not only that, I find that it also helps with like dark circles. And when I say dark circles, I'm talking about in regards to like spot marks and things like that. And I mixed it with a little bit of Revolution's 20% vitamin C serum, which looks like this. Everything will be listed in the description section below, so don't you worry. I may also look off camera because I've got my mirror right to the side so that I'm not looking crazy and I'm doing everything accordingly. So I'm gonna just bring you guys in a little bit. Okay, I think it's a bit too close, right? Cool. So I like to start off by doing my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using NYX's Professional Micro Brow Pencil in the color black. It looks like this. It's got a spoolie on the end as well as the actual pencil. So it looks like that, spoolie, pencil, and you just wheel it up. Great. So what I like to do, as you can see, I just like to brush my eyebrows upwards, and then you're gonna see me basically just lightly line it up. Great, so that's my eyebrows done. As you guys can kind of tell, I do like it quite dark, and I like it looking a little bit bushy as well. I don't like that kind of manicured, like two lines dropped thickly at the top. It's not me. I like it with natural vibes. Let me come closer. So this is how I like my eyebrows. Obviously it's a pandemic, so I haven't had my eyebrows threaded in the longest while, so I just kind of shape it myself and then do what I gotta do when I'm doing my makeup. Then I like to follow that up with this to give it the illusion that I've got my eyebrows freshly done. I use Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. It looks like this, and I'm using it in the color Chestnut. So what I like to do is I literally just like to put two little dots at the front and like in the middle. Right, like to do that. And then I also like to use my concealer as a base on my eyelids. Yeah, so instead of like using eyeshadow primer, whatever it is that people use, this is what I basically like to do. So I do that, and then I leave it to just kind of chill for a minute or two, because I'm gonna tell you this: if you haven't used Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer, when you let it sit in your skin for a couple minutes and you blend it out, absolute dream. So what I'm next gonna do is I am now going to prime my face, and for that I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and it looks like this. It's very hydrating. I love it. I like to literally use about 1.5 pumps And then what I like to do is I like to just dab it all over my face, and then smooth it out. Yeah, one thing that I really like about this primer is it's just really hydrating. Like, it doesn't dry out your face. At first I used to kind of use a primer that I'm gonna show you in a minute. I used to use it all over my face, and I found that it just used to make it just really matte and really dry, when in hindsight I just need it on my oily T-zones areas, because I've got combination skin, which I should have kind of mentioned at the start of this video. So yeah, I tend to get oily during the day in my nose, T-zone area basically. And I'm gonna follow that up with Becca Ever Matte Poreless Perfecting Primer. It looks like this. I literally just use like a pea-sized amount like that, and then I warm it in between my fingers for like about 5 to 10 seconds depending on my mood. Right, and then I literally just pat it into the places that I get oily first, and then if I've got any left over I pat it into the rest of my skin. But because I've used the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer, it doesn't give me that dry effect like it would if I only used the Becca one all over my face. Great. So once I've done that, I then like to go back to the eyes. So I'm basically just going to blend out the 2 dots that I've got under my eyebrows. And to do that, I'm going to be using a Morphe brush. I don't know what number it is. And I'm going to use one of my favorite setting sprays ever, Revolution's Sport Fix. I love this setting spray so much. It only costs £6, yeah? But when I tell you, it is one of the best that I've used, honestly. So this is my favorite one, followed by Urban Decay's All Nighter as well. But honestly, I tend to get this. Right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just literally just brushing out my concealer. You see, it gives it that illusion that, you know, the eyebrows have been freshly done. You guys see the difference? You see it's got that kind of, I just got my eyebrows done kind of look. Then with my beauty sponge, this comes as a set of 2 from Primark for £1.50. Love these so much, my absolute fave. I'm just literally going to blend out the concealer that I have on my actual eyelid. Right, next I'm going to be using Laura Mercier's translucent powder and a brush from the Primark set to basically set the concealer that I have placed onto my eyelid. This is just because my eyelids can get quite oily, so by setting the concealer it just helps for my makeup to stay in place. I just used a little bit and literally a couple seconds and we are done. Now, using a random brush that I've had for years from an eyeshadow that I bought time ago, I'm gonna go in with Fenty Beauty's Mocha Mummy, which is a, what is it? It's a bronzer, but I use it as a bronzer, I use it as an eyeshadow, I use it as a blusher, I use it as whatever you want it to use, because that's the beauty with makeup. There might be a product that might be, let's just say, a highlighter, but you can use it for whatever you want. You can use it as an eyeshadow, you can use it to basically add some glow to your skin. Listen, various makeup products can be used for multiple things, and you know I love Mocha Mummy so much when it's looking like this. Look at that, hit the pan. Right, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go kind of on the outer parts of my eyelid and just kind of blend it out, but I'm blending it upwards, if you can see, literally. Can you guys see it? See that? Right, okay. Y'all see that? Do you guys see that? And then I just like to just go in and just blend it out. Listen, with the eyeshadow game, I'm not an expert. What I will say is blend, 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 blend. I'm like this with makeup. foundation, whatever I'm putting into my skin, blend, blend, blend. If I have to go back and blend it out 10 times, I will do that, just so that it looks how I want it to look. Great. And then with the flatter side of this, I'm just going to pat the same Mocha Mummy onto my actual main eyelid, you know, but you guys know what I mean. It's interesting how just simply applying it differently makes it look almost like there's two different colors on my eyelids. Can you guys see? Right. Bring it all in. Great. Now what you guys will find is, as I'm doing my makeup, there will be times that I do incorporate setting spray onto my brushes. Basically, for me, it just helps to keep things in place. So I'm just gonna spray it twice on the flat side because I'm going in with another color, and another color that I'm gonna use is going to be again from Fenty Beauties. This is a part of the Killer Watts duo range, so the one that comes with the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. It looks like this. Again, this is used as a highlighter. I like to use it as a highlighter stroke eyeshadow. It's gorgeous. It's like shimmery pinks. Love it, absolutely love it. And with the side that I use the setting spray on, I'm just gonna pat it on my actual eyelid, just to give it like a glow when I turn my head or so. Cheers. So it's looking like that. Listen, if I keep on making makeup tutorials or makeup videos, you lot will notice I'm such a simpleton. I like to just keep things simple, because this face of mine, I mean, it looks good, glammy, but simple also works amazingly. I can see I've got a spot right here, just moved in, rent free, probably all the crap I've been eating over the past couple days. However, we move. So eyeshadow is done. I then like to set the rest of my face with translucent powder. This is optional. I don't do this all the time, but I'm feeling to do so today because I've got a couple things that I need to film after this video, and I've also got to go to the studio because I'm featuring on a podcast today, which I'm quite excited about. So I'm using the same Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I literally just like to just pat it all over my face, just to literally, like I said, just to set the primer. If you're an oily babe, then you know sometimes you like to incorporate extra steps just so that your makeup lasts a little bit more longer before you need to, you know, pat it during the day or whatever it may be. For foundation, I'll be using Estee Lauder's Double Wear in the shade Deep Spice. Looks like this. I've literally been using this foundation forever, way over a year. Originally I was using, I'm gonna use a Primark brush to just kind of yank it out, because I read that the pump for this foundation is quite crap, and so I don't want to spend £5 on a crap pump. But what I was gonna say is, initially when I started getting into doing full face of makeup last year, I had tried Maybelline's Fit Me, I believe is what I tried first, which for some reason didn't fare with my skin well at all. And then I moved on to MAC. Now with MAC was, it looked good, it was sensational. However, what put me off, on my forehead I tend to just use the excess that's on my brush. But yeah, what put me off MAC was, during carnival, if you didn't know, I play mass. So playing mass basically means that I'm a carnival dancer, if you want to put it that way, in costume and stuff. And last year the weather was extremely hot. That MAC foundation, I can't even remember what it's called, literally my makeup melted off that day. After that I said, never again. And I asked people on Twitter about their suggestions as to what foundation I should use. Everyone mentioned Estee Lauder, and then yeah, that was basically that. So pop my foundation on, as you can see. Then just like to give my bottle a nice little shake, and then I'm gonna be using my beauty sponge that's funnily shaped from Primark. I like to spray it as well. For me, I just find that incorporating setting spray into my makeup, like I said, makes it last longer. And then I like to pat. So I don't drag my foundation all across my face. No, I literally pat it. I find each to their own. At first, there has been times when I will use a brush, like a flat brush, to just brush out my foundation all over my face, and then I go in with a beauty sponge. As of lately, I've kind of just left out that step, and I just use my sponge. And then literally, you would have noticed I don't put foundation directly on my nose. I literally just blend it out onto my nose, because putting foundation directly onto my nose when I'm an oily babe, it ain't it. It really is not it. But yeah, I find that using a beauty sponge, I do like to take my foundation to top of my ear here because it's quite light. I don't know why, that region is really light. So just so that my whole kind of face area has that one tone, that's why I like to do that. But I find, as I was saying, using a beauty sponge to blend out my foundation makes my makeup look very skin-like, and that's how I like it. I hate cakey. Can you guys see how everything just blends out like a dream? I hate cakey makeup. I hate being able to look at someone's face and I can just see, like, or feel like if I was to put a knife on towards their skin, it would just be layers and layers and layers. As you guys can see, you see that? You can kind of see what's going on there. I am going to add a little bit more foundation and then blend it out again. One thing that I love about Estee Lauder's Double Wear is it's buildable. Do you know what I mean? You can just use it for a light B. If you want to build it up, you can also just add a little bit more, and it just works. I try not to use too much foundation on my forehead because I will just drag the product up anyway. In case you haven't gathered, makeup is all about blend, blend, blend. Now we're done blending, concealer time. So for concealer, we're going to use Too Faced Born This Way again, same color in chestnut. So what I like to do is I just like to and then do my nose bridge, do 2 lines above my lips, and do a little something something. Sometimes, which I think I am going to do today, hopefully it doesn't come out OTT because I hate using so much concealer, I would then put just a little bit of the same Too Faced Born This Way but in the colour Maple just on top of it, like so. Right. Normally when I'm doing my makeup, like early in the morning, because I work a 9 to 5, I don't do YouTube full time, this is the part where I would just let it sit whilst I pick out what clothes I want to wear for the day. I'm gonna let this do what it's gonna do for about 5 minutes, just let it sit in, and then I'm gonna be right back. I'm back. Stay hydrated, guys. Anyway, great. So time to blend out my concealer again. What I like to do is I like to literally pat it and blend out, and I like to just take it up to there just so that it lifts my face a little bit. And then in regards to the concealer that I put on my nose bridge, I just like to use my finger to blend that out. I'm now going to be using the Morphe's M149 brush and my Laura Mercier translucent powder to basically set the concealer that I placed on my nose. And now I'm gonna set the other places that I've concealed, so like my under eye, here, here. I'm gonna set that with Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Now see this powder, it's so hard to get in the UK, it is ridiculous. However, I bought this a while ago. I think it was earlier on this year. I bought it via Amazon. If I find a link, I will put that in the description section below. And I'm going to use a beauty sponge that I normally use for this powder. However, what I like to do is, I don't bake, guys. So what I do is I like to just dampen the sponge a little bit, and then you lot will see. Then I just put it like so. So then it looks like this. And then I just like to blow the excess away, literally do this. So basically whatever's on the sponge, I make sure that it's enough for the whole face, and then I immediately press it into my skin. Look at that. You know what I love about this year is it's like Photoshop in a fucking bottle. It's amazing. So yeah, with me, I don't bake. I don't like baking. I don't know why people do it. Each to their own. I hate that look. I'm in my early 30s, guys. I don't... Certain things I just feel are not necessary. This part is optional, but what I like to do is I like to set the rest of my face with translucent powder. I know you're gasping, right? Because we all know that when you're black, yeah, translucent powder is not translucent. So I just like to... Oh gosh, I'm getting this everywhere. But see, laugh lines here, that's what I like to set first. So I just dab it on like so. You guys see it? Leave that there. Set like my forehead a little bit, and then I like to blend out where I've set in terms of the laugh line area. And literally I just pat it out, just gently pat it out. Just a little bit. I don't use too much because, like I said, translucent powder, black skin, it ain't translucent. And then, see here, I then just... You see it? Now, what we gonna do, I don't contour. Yeah, guys, you like what the hell. I don't really contour, but at the same time, what I do like to do to just give like my face some kind of shade and a little bit of depth, I go back with my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mummy, and I've got this beautiful brush. It hasn't got a number thing, but I got it from a number 7 set a while ago. There was some there was some sales going on at Boots some time ago, and I bought it, and I just really love this brush. So with the fluffy end, dip it, pat it into my Fenty Mocha Mummy. And then I literally just... So literally, it's like your face would naturally have a shadow, right? Oh, can you guys even see? Hold on. So your face would naturally have a shadow. And I just use Mocha Mummy to create that shadow. Put a little bit of color on my nose. Sometimes I will use it to go in, like here as well. But am I gonna do that today? No, today I'm not. Using excess like blusher or bronzer on your nose helps to add color back into your face. You guys can see I look a little, just a teensy little bit washed out a little bit, but it adds color to it. I'm going to use Revolution's XX Retro Blusher in orange. It looks like this. Gorgeous. If you didn't know, orange looks sensational on black skin. You're welcome. So with the kind of funny curved shape side, just gonna put it in. Also blusher, so sometimes I will do this like I'm doing now, just add it to my cheeks. Then what I like to do after this is I just like to use a bit of setting spray. I love using setting spray because setting spray just, it brings everything together. Can you guys see? Listen, let me come close. Can you guys see? It just brings everything. I'm looking at my monitor at the top. It just brings everything together. Right, for highlighter, I'm going to be using my highlighting brush, which is the Morphe's M510. And should I do gold? Should I do pink? I'm feeling to go gold. Alright, we're gonna use Max Gold Deposit. It looks like this. Sometimes I like to then spritz my brush and then to give it a bit of a wet look. I'm not gonna do that today. However, gonna add a little bit onto the top of my nose. Do you guys see that? And just here as well. So to line my lips, I'm going to be using Max Chestnut. It looks like this. It's a beautiful, nice brown. Great, and for the color, lip color that is, I'm going to be using NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Abu Dhabi. It looks like this. I love this. This is like my fave ever. I always have like it in stock. Like, I've got probably another 2 in my drawer somewhere. It's just such a sensational colour. Sensational. It's so important to do this because it just distributes the colour everywhere so beautifully. I don't know if I want to highlight my Cupid's bow or not. I think I do. You guys see what I did there? You see? You see? You see? Look at the lips. You see it? And I'm using the same Max Gold Deposit. I'm going to use setting spray for one last time on my face, and then the last step is going to be using my mascara. Now for the final thing, mascara. My favorite mascara ever, Benefit's Bad Gal Bang. Looks like that. I use the travel size one because I'm a cheapskate. That's literally it. I love this mascara so much because it really lengthens your eyelashes, and for babes like myself that don't use falsies, this basically gives you the falsie look, in my opinion. You guys see it? This is with the mascara on my right side and without. Could you guys just see it? Huh. Falsies for what? Nah, babes. This is how my face is looking. I'm gonna go and put on my outfit, sort out my hair, and I will be right back. Guys, so I'm back. This is my finished look. I decided to wear a jumpsuit. Like, anyone that knows me well knows I'm jumpsuit queen. So this is a jumpsuit from Boohoo. I've had it for the longest while. It's a little bit see-through. Y'all can kind of see my bra and stuff, but it's literally just all black jumpsuit. Love it. Got my hair done, greased up my scalp. Listen, look at the locks. Everything's looking healthy. But yeah, this is how I look. Finished look. I love it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as well. Let me know, did you like it? What did you like about it? Would you like for me to do more tutorials and be, you know, testing out different colors and all of that good stuff? But I think I look scrumptious if I say so. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and until my next one, take care and be good. See ya.